The woman joyfully accompanies her husband home to visit his family. Her mother-in-law enthusiastically presents her with a special gift. It's a burqa, a women's garment that leaves only the eyes visible once worn. Looking at the other women dressed the same way around her, she feels a wave of oppression and unease. She can't help but ask her husband what would happen if she didn't wear it.
She said you'd get arrested.
Though she already understands the gravity of the situation, she never imagines that simply showing her bangs would attract numerous armed enforcers. They look stern, constantly accusing her of something. Their guns are loaded and ready to fire at any moment. Only when she hides her bangs do these men finally leave satisfied. The frightened Betty can't help but complain to her husband.
Honey, you gotta be careful. They're very strict about the dress code here.
You must cover all. You must not to be careless. Every single hair that is not covered is like a dagger that you aim at the heart of our martyrs.
Being treated this way so soon after arriving, Betty deeply regrets coming back to visit his family. And for her, this is only the beginning. In fact, when her husband first proposed visiting Iran, Betty flatly refused. She knew full well that place was synonymous with chaos, but her husband pleaded earnestly, even bringing out the Quran to solemnly promise that he would never let her or their daughter suffer any grievance or harm.
Do you honestly think for one moment that I would take you and Mahtab anywhere that I thought would be dangerous? I love you both more than anything in the whole world.
Her husband's vow turns out to be as worthless as water under the bridge. On the first day back at her in-laws' house, Betty is once again met with disapproving looks from her in-laws for not wearing the burqa during meals. The cultural differences and lifestyle habits make her extremely uncomfortable. Back home, she could sleep in every day and then leisurely enjoy afternoons with her family. Here, she has to wake up at the crack of dawn for prayers. Her daily bathing habit is viewed as an unclean behavior. What she finds most unacceptable is the burqa she must wear at all times. It not only causes physical discomfort, but also represents a confinement of spirit and thought. After finally enduring this family visit, her husband stares coldly at his excited wife for a moment before announcing an important decision.
We're not going back. We're staying.
What?
I want us to live in Iran.
No.
There's nothing for me in America.
No.
After sending their daughter out of the room, Betty has her first explosive argument with her husband. The education and environment she grew up in make it impossible for her to survive in such a feudal society. But whether she tries to reason gently or scold him harshly, nothing can change her husband's determination to stay.
No, I won't stay here. You can't keep me.
Now you listen to me. You're in my country now. You're my wife. You do as I say, you understand me?
The once gentle and considerate husband now feels like a complete stranger. Faced with Betty's pleas, he ruthlessly confiscates her passport and cash. Betty pulls herself together and goes to the living room to complain to her in-laws about her husband's domineering and barbaric behavior. Not only does she receive no words of comfort, they take turns sternly berating her instead. They even blame her husband for not disciplining Betty properly. Facing this hopeless family, Betty feels nothing but despair. Meanwhile, her husband just stands by coldly watching. In America, he was actually a failure. He was constantly marginalized and looked down upon by his colleagues, eventually losing his job. Years of marginalization left him with no sense of belonging to that country, but returning to Iran completely reverses his status. Here, he's in charge. He has the power to decide everything about the family. His wife and daughter must obey his commands unconditionally. What his wife once saw as kindness was merely his disguise under a functioning legal system. Betty doesn't choose to accept her fate. She secretly contacts her mother by phone. After learning there's no American embassy in Iran, she seizes the moment when her in-laws monitoring her are asleep. She takes her daughter and goes alone to the Swiss embassy for help, but things don't develop as she anticipated.